All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. We've got 15 games on tap today in the MLB. We're going to talk about every game as always, give you my leans and my likes, and I've got 4 best bets for you guys. Recap from Friday, which was our last video. We took yesterday off. We gave you guys 6 best bets. We went 4-2. Up 1.34 units. So good day there. The 2 we missed were pretty crazy, but that was 2 days ago. We're not going to recap, but McCullers had an absolute beast of a day. And we also lost Miles Mikolas under 15.5 outs despite giving up 6 home runs. They just let him out there to die on the vine. So those were our 2 losses. And then we hit 4 other ones. So it was a good Friday. So let's turn this around. Have a great Sunday. And yeah, I like the plays today. So first game on the card is going to start real early today, 11:35. When I say this is on like Roku TV, but Trevor Rogers going up against Grant Holmes. So Orioles and the Braves. Braves are pretty big favorites here. I don't know if I necessarily am buying into this. Grant Holmes at home has been very good. I'll give him that. 2.75 ERA and 10 home starts. Trevor Rogers has 3 road starts, 3.21 ERA, is giving up 2.86 average runners in scoring position. Don't love his hard hit percentage. That said, Grant Holmes' exit velo is up there as well, about 91 average exit velo. This would be one where I do like the Orioles to score runs. Orioles team total over 3.5 seems light. My only concern is this game's so early. We talked about this in the Friday video, that games that start this early typically go under. Not a lot of BP, getting to the field a little later than normal. That said, I did like the over in the Red Sox Nationals, and that hit with ease, although 2 different pitchers here. Weather's going to be pretty good. It's going to be 84 degrees with a 2-mile-an-hour wind that's going to be slightly blowing out. Don't love the pitch splits here for Trevor Rogers. I mean, the Braves are hitting fastballs and sliders well against lefties. This guy's a 3-pitch pitcher. He throws a fastball, a slider, and a changeup, so Trevor Rogers just not somebody I love necessarily. I mean, regression's coming. He's had a really good start, but this Braves offense is just so sputtery. I mean, I don't trust them whatsoever. So like I said, O's team total over 3.5 looks pretty appealing. It's just a little juice. It's like minus 135 right now. But it would be Orioles +1 would be how I would play this game. I do expect a somewhat lower scoring game. So O's +1. O's team total over 3.5 or the under 9 would be the only ways I would play that game. Next game on the card is going to be the Reds and the Phillies. Chase Burns going up against Zach Wheeler. Chase Burns got dismantled in his last start in Fenway. Only got 1 out and gave up 6 earned runs, I believe, but he was 100% tipping his pitches. Will he have it fixed today? I don't know. Obviously, the Phillies are going to be aware of that as well, but it's Zach Wheeler at home, man. I don't go against Zach Wheeler at home. He's just an absolute demon, and I think he's going to strike out these Reds like crazy. Wheeler over Ks was definitely something I looked at, but man, his splits have just been so good. Last 30 days, giving up a 134 average to lefties, 186 to righties. Striking out lefties at a crazy high clip, 33%. I don't think he's going to strike out Friedel too much. I think Ellie, he will K Ellie probably a pretty decent amount. Weather is going to be beautiful here. It is going to be 87 degrees with a 6-mile-an-hour wind blowing out in a park that is very susceptible to wind. So home runs are going to be way up. I think runs will be up. Give me the Phillies on the run line -1.5. I think Chase Burns, I mean, the game plan's pretty simple with him. He is a fastball slider guy. He is going to try to overpower this team, and this is not the team you want to try to overpower. Faster it comes in, the faster it goes out. So I do like the Phillies to absolutely get some runs in this one. Wouldn't mind even taking their team total over 5.5 at plus money. But I like the run line here. I think after Burns, they can definitely get to a very susceptible Reds bullpen. This Phillies team's been pitching much better. So, I'm just not finding value here. I mean, plus 192 is worth a stab on the Reds, but can't get behind Burns after that last outing. He's got a 135 ERA, although again, that's 1 out is all he got. So, like I said, Philly -1.5 is the official play. Next game is going to be the Red Sox and the Nationals. Don't really know much about this pitcher that's going today for the Nats. It's like Shanosuke Ogasawara, something like that. Anyway, he's a lefty. Garrett Crochet is a lefty as well. Crochet really hasn't been fantastic against lefty on lefty. Last 30 days, he's given up a 300 average to lefties. He is striking them out at a 35% clip, giving up a 219 average to righties, 34% strikeout rate. Hard hit percentage has been really low. He's been fantastic on the road. He's got a 2.01 ERA and 10 away starts. Red Sox run line, but there's just not a lot of value to take him on the run line. Weather-wise, it's going to be 87 degrees, going to be a 7-mile-an-hour wind. It's going to be slightly blowing in, kind of in between blowing in and blowing out. We do see an over-under of 8.5. Red Sox race to 5 would be one that I would look at, or race to 4 on DraftKings. You still got this pitcher that we don't know a lot about, which makes me a little nervous. But you got this Nationals bullpen that's just absolutely awful. So I do think the Red Sox just blast them with runs. But I could see the Nationals doing something crazy and getting to Garrett Crochet or doing something weird here. But don't have a lot of faith in the starting pitcher to take him on the money line. Our next game is going to be the Angels and the Blue Jays. This is going to be Tyler Anderson going up against Kevin Gausman. Gausman at home, not fantastic ERA, 4.43 and 8 home starts. Anderson has struggled on the road. He's been much better at home this season. He's got a 5.48 ERA and 9 away starts. Don't love the splits for either of these guys in terms of they kind of give up the hits, which I think is going to equate to some runs today. So give me the over 9 in this one. I just think it's too light. I do have this projected essentially 4.5 to 4.5. So I would lean the Angels, just given the price here. So it would be Angels or Angels team total over for me in this one. Next game is going to be the Yankees and the Mets. My God, the Yankees are struggling, ladies and gentlemen. They are on a 6-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. Mets are starting to heat up. They've won 4 in a row, 6-4 in their last 10. 33-13 at home this season, so a really good track record there. Yankees are now 22-24 on the road, so losing record. Max Fried on the bump, 10-2 on the season, 200 opponent average, going up against Chris Davinsky. So this guy's got 5 innings under his belt, so we don't have a ton to go off of here. Obviously, Yankees are a huge favorite. Just don't know if I can get there with them. Mets team total over like 2.5, 3.5, whatever it was. That was one I was looking at. Just don't know if I want to trust it. It's going to be 86 degrees with an 11-mile-an-hour wind that's going to be slightly blowing out, ever so slightly. I think the Mets can get some runs in this one. So this would be, like I said, Mets team total over. Just can't really trust the Yankees right now, and there's no way on earth I'm paying this price for them. So Mets on the run line plus 1.5. You can still get pretty good value as well. All right, next game is going to be Milwaukee and Miami. This is going to be Brandon Woodruff making his season debut. I like the way he's looked. He's going to be going up against Edward Cabrera. Cabrera's looked fantastic in his last several starts here. We get an over-under of 8. Kind of lean towards the under. It's going to be stadium's going to be closed, so weather controlled here. Cabrera last 30 days giving up a 222 average to righties, 219 to lefties. He's really K-ing lefties at a nice rate, 35% K rate. Hard hit percentage is still just a little high for me. Only giving up a 200 average, runners in scoring position, so he's done very well there. But what I like in this one is Brandon Woodruff over 4.5 Ks. I just think this is too light. If we go back to last season, this guy was really getting a ton of strikeouts here. So I do like the over 4.5 Ks as the best bet. And I would lean Brewers on the money line in this one. All right, next game is going to be the Tigers and the Guardians. It's going to be Tariq Skubal going up against Gavin Williams. So Gavin Williams, 5-4 on the year, giving up a 3.72 ERA at home in 9 home starts. He's pitched very well as of late, extremely well. Giving up a 103 average to lefties, 200 to righties, but his hard hit percentage is still a little high. I do think that the Tigers go to town here today. I love the weather, 92 degrees with a 9-mile-an-hour wind blowing out. Williams is just a guy, I've said this before, he leaves too many fastballs up in the zone for me, giving up 1.25 home runs per 9 innings. This is a Tigers team that's hitting well, so I think they're going to take him yard a couple of times today. I thought about taking Tigers -1.5, but it's -135. So we're going to go a different direction. We're going to take Tigers team total over 4.5 at -110. Pretty much every model that I have, I run several different models, but I've got the Tigers scoring 5 runs in this one. So it kind of varies between 5-2 and 5-3 in terms of the score, but every model has the Tigers over 4.5 runs. So I like that as a best bet today. Next game is going to be Tampa Bay and Minnesota. Man, I mean, I thought the Rays were going to win yesterday, and they kind of blew it. So today you get Drew Rasmussen going up against Joe Ryan. Ryan's been really good. 8 home starts, 2.84 ERA. Going up against Rasmussen, who's made 5 away starts, got a 3.12 ERA. Splits on both of these guys are fantastic. They're pretty much Joe Ryan's 200 to lefties, but other than that, they're sub 200. Rasmussen didn't look fantastic in his last start, but again, a lot of that's weather based. It was at home, and the wind was blowing out that day. This is one I like the under 8. And I would lean towards the Twins, but very, very light lean there. But I do like the under 8 in this one. In terms of the weather, it's going to be 81 degrees, and we have the wind slightly blowing in, but there is a decent chance of, well, I don't know. I do think there could be some rain, but it looks like it's going to be okay. But it'd be the under 8 for me. I think Rasmussen deals. I think Joe Ryan deals. Bullpen should be fine for both teams, so I like the under 8. As the best bet in that one. I could see that one kind of finishing in that 4-3 range. I do have it 4-3 to the Rays, but I just don't know if I can get behind them. They've lost 2 in a row here. They're 4-6 in their last 10. We've kind of seen them coming down off of that roller coaster they were on. But if you're a person that wants to avoid the sweep, then Rays at -105, I guess, has some appeal there. White Sox and the Rockies, the battle of the worst teams ever. Shane Smith going up against Chase Dollander. Dollander is just not good at Coors Field. He's got almost a 10 ERA. Shane Smith on the road's got a 3.60 ERA. Hasn't looked good his last couple of starts. It would be the over for me or this one. Rockies team total over. I wouldn't mind that. I think the Rockies pulled this out. Last game of a series at home, they just kind of tend to wake up a little bit. So probably Rockies. Am I paying for it? No. Will not be doing anything with this game, but over would be my first bet, and then Rockies team total over. All right, next game on the card is going to be Houston and the Dodgers. What the hell is going on in this? Houston just absolutely dominating. This one should be an interesting one today, just with the pitching matchups aren't the greatest here. We got Ryan Gusto going up against Emmett Sheehan. Sheehan's only got 4 innings under his belt. Does have 6 Ks, but very limited information here. Gusto's got 7 away starts, 3.86 ERA, giving up a 400 average to lefties, 250 to righties. Hard hit percentage is too high, in my opinion. I like the over. Over 9 would be my best bet. We do have wind blowing out. It's going to be 83 degrees. Ball should be carrying a little bit. But there's too much value to take the Astros here. So it would be Astros or the over. First preference would be the over here. Pittsburgh and Seattle, it's Paul Skeens Day. So another good pitching matchup here. Paul Skeens going up against George Kirby. Kirby's only got 4 home starts, does have a 4.71 ERA, but we've just seen him progressively get better with every start as he's kind of returning back to form here. But 30-day split here. He's given up a 400 average to lefties, 294 to righties. Hard hit percentage, not too bad. Almost 41%. Skeens is at 39%. It's just really been runners in scoring position. He's not been great. 333 average. Going up against Paul Skeens. I don't love the pitch mix here for Skeens, but that said, a little bit different. I think Skeens is able to control this game. It would be the Pirates or nothing for me in this one. I think that the Pirates should be able to get a couple off of George Kirby here. Am I going to bet this game? No, I just hate this park so much. Over under of 6.5. I would lean towards the over in that one. All right, next game would be the Royals and the D-backs. Michael Lorenzen versus Anthony DeSclafani. I didn't even know he was still in professional baseball. So that's news to me. DeSclafani, I guess he has pitched some innings. He's got 9 innings under his belt, but this is a guy that's not going to go, he's probably only going to go a couple innings here. He's definitely not built to be a starter anymore. So this is a guy, numbers aren't terrible, but again, we got a limited sample size. Lorenzen on the road's not been good. He's almost a 6 ERA. He's given up a 325 average to lefties, 314 to righties. Struggle runners in scoring position. I lean D-backs, but I like the over. If this We can get this at 9. I'm on board. I don't know if we'll get there though. I think 9.5's a little too much considering the roof's closed. If it were an open environment, I'd be hammering this over, but 9.5's a little heavy. Maybe a D-backs team total over. That way we can avoid DeSclafani and this awful bullpen. I just hate trusting the Royals to score runs in this one. But like I said, Lorenzen, not good against lefties. Corbin Carroll's coming back today, so the kind of gang's back together. So you'll have Marte, Suarez, Corbin Carroll, all those guys back together. So I do like the D-backs team total over 4.5 would probably be the only way I'd play this one. And then we got 3 more games. All right, Cardinals and the Cubs. We got Eric Fetty going up against Matthew Boyd. Boyd just faced him in St. Louis, so I don't love that when you're seeing a guy back-to-back, just because you do tend to get more information. It's going to be Wrigley weather today. Wind blowing in pretty fiercely. It's like 72 degrees, 56% chance of rain, up to a 16-mile-an-hour wind blowing directly in, and we get an over-under of 7.5. There's value to take the Cardinals on the run line in what should be a fairly low-scoring game. I was on the Cardinals yesterday, and that paid off pretty well. This would be one I just don't trust. I feel like anytime you get the wind blowing in these games, the Cubs just win. That said, you're paying too much on this. So like I said, it would be Cardinals on the run line for me, just given the weather. Over under of 7.5 would kind of lean towards the over, but probably won't be betting this one. And then we got the Rangers and the Padres. Jack Leiter going up against Kyle Hart. I do believe Darvish was supposed to start today, so we'll probably be starting here soon. But instead, we get Kyle Hart. Kyle Hart has not been fantastic. He's got a 6.66 ERA, 2-2 on the season, 279 opponent average. He is a 3-pitch pitcher. He's a lefty, but he throws a fastball, but he throws a slider more. He throws about 46% sliders, 19% changeup, and then only throws the fastball about 35% of the time. He's going up against Jack Leiter, who Leiter has looked really fantastic his last several starts here. So, not one where I want to jump on board back in Kyle Hart at this price. So it would be Rangers. Rangers team total over 3.5 for me. Everything's just Rangers for me, or just take the over 8.5. Weather-wise, it's going to be 69 degrees with a 9-mile-an-hour wind that's going to be ever so slightly blowing in. Going to kind of pretty much be a side wind left to right. But splits on ladder have been really good. Like I said, Rangers probably be the way I would go here. Maybe Rangers first 5, just isolate Leiter and Hart here in this one. And then our last game is going to take us to Sunday night. It's going to be the Giants and the Athletics. So this one's going to be Hayden Birdsong going up against Jacob Lopez, the lefty. I don't really know what you're going to get from Lopez. He's actually been really good at this little small minor league park. He's got 5 home starts, got a 2.74 ERA, K rate, righty. He's been K'ing him at like 32% clip. Lefty on lefty, 12.5%, but he's only given up a 165 average. Birdsong's just not somebody I can trust, man. His hard hit percentage is too high. Kind of scares me a little bit. We do have an over-under of 10.5. Kind of lean towards the under in this one, actually, but I'm probably not going to play it just given smaller park here. It's going to be 87 degrees with a 10-mile-an-hour wind slightly blowing in. Yeah, it's A's money line, but I don't want to trust the A's. So A's money line, especially after yesterday, they got beat pretty good. So kind of like the bounce back factor here in this one. Like I said, probably not really a game I want to bet. So let's talk about what we do want to bet. Betting card today, first bet on the card today is going to be Brandon Woodruff over 4.5 Ks, minus 122 on FanDuel. Angels and the Blue Jays over 9. We're going to take Phillies minus 1.5. And then, like I talked about, we're going to take the Tigers. Team total over 4.5. I definitely do see them hitting some home runs today off of Gavin Williams with the wind blowing out. I like the spot for the Tigers today. So those are the 4 best bets for today. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below with your favorite play of the day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll catch you in tomorrow's video.